you another story. One that I didn't tell you guys. Are you recording this?
Yes, I'm recording it now.
Okay. This, 5 years ago, I was here, and there's a whole bunch of equipment in the yard here. In this yard. And some young, I was just going to walk over to the beach. And these 3 young kids, about 16 years of age, who was on the road, they said, oh, come go and look at the equipment. Oh, I said, go ahead. You know, not a big deal. So I carry on walking. And they pick up a rock and smashing the windows out of a grader. I said, you son of a... And I ran back, and they took off into the bush, you know. So they were gone. But I knew it didn't tell you, see, it was going to come back. That night, there's a D8 cat over there. It was sitting right beside the road, a D8 cat. You know what a D8 cat is? Yeah. A big crawler. Yeah, it was sitting right beside the road. And I'm sitting here in the dark. I'm sitting in my trailer. Not this, because my place was burnt down after that. This place was a trailer. So I'm sitting there, and I knew it was going to be showing up around midnight. So I'm sitting there waiting for them with my 12-gauge shotgun. Oh no, I wasn't going to... They came there to do me harm. They came here, they're going to start throwing bricks at, smacking out my windows and my thing. So I thought, well, I'll just scare them. You know, I seen them way at the far end of the dry salt there, right beside the lake. I seen these 3 lights coming this way. These 3 lights. Oh, when it was halfway here, the lights went out. So I thought, well, just another 5 minutes, they should be here. You know, I'm just sitting there waiting for the shotgun, you know. So I thought, I have to wait till they come onto the property. That's not a big deal. So I come, they come on this side of the property. So I had my flashlight beside the shotgun. And I put the flashlight on. And I said, what are you doing here? And they said, and I fired a shot in the air, but my bang in the air, but my flashlight went off of them, you see, so I couldn't see them. So I brought the flashlight back down again, they were gone. They were disappeared. So I went over, so I fired some shells, I'm firing shells, I figured they're behind the cat. Yeah. So I'm shooting at this D8 cat with my 12-gauge. Pow, pow on this, you know. I thought, well, if I was just going to scare them, you know, no, not a big deal. But these are little hooligans. These are really little hooligans. So I thought I'd scare them good. So I go around the back of the cat, and he's hiding under the cat, underneath. I said, you got 2 seconds to get the heck out of there. Now I'm going to start shooting under the cat. So he's in the mud. It's just mud, water, and he's crawling in the mud to get out of the cat, you know. So he's standing up, and he's just going to take a step. I said, you put your foot on the ground, and this gun goes off. You know? So he stands there, and he turns back to me, and he listens to my lecture, and I told him, I said, look, there's no reason for you to have been doing that, smashing that equipment. And for another thing, you're trespassing. What's your heck, you know, don't you, you know, so... Anyway, I said, just stay out of trouble. Just stay off of this property. Otherwise, I'm going to bury you back there. So I got 40 acres back there. I said, you'll never find your body. You are going to be dead. You're going to be, they'll never find you again. And this vegan guy was scared. So he left. I said, not a big deal. He left. The next day, I seen them at the far end. I didn't see the other 2 guys. I only found the 1 guy underneath. I don't know where the other 2 disappeared to. But the next day they was picking up wood over there. You know. And they looked at me and they just, woof, they was go. I didn't have no guide, nothing. Just me, you know, these 3, they were strong guys like yourself. And I thought, well, that's the end of it. That was the May long weekend. the May long weekend. So at the end, there was another long weekend, middle of August, there's another long weekend. So I go to the beach over there. I go to the beach. And I said to these two young kids, the three of them around a fire, and they're smashing the glass everywhere. Beer bottles, they're just smashing them, glass everywhere. Well, you got these little kids here running around bare feet, they're going to cut their feet. Well, so I go and I give them a lecture. I said, look, what the heck's the matter with you guys? Pick up your glass. It's not, you know. I said, what's his bottles over here? He had a tent there, so he seen me going near his tent. Oh, he said, I'll pick it up. He didn't want me to go near his tent. Do you know what? I'll tell you why later. He didn't want me to go near his tent. Anyway, I walked over here. Holy shit, I realized who it was. It was the same goddamn guys. They were the same three guys, but they brought a surprise back for them. They come back to finish their, what they hadn't finished the previous time. Yeah. They'd come back, but this time they'd got a gun. That's why they didn't want me to, this is why they didn't want me to go near the tent. Now, so when I came back here and I realized who it was. Well, they got something planned for that evening. So what happened was, we had a big camp over there right now. When all those logs over there, there was a fire up the road here. 16K up the road, there was a forest fire. So the first year had a big fire over there, camp. And over on this side, they had the Sikorsky, big helicopters. Two big Sikorsky helicopters, plus a small one, sitting right there. So I said to myself, if I stay here, I'm more vulnerable. They know where I am. If you're my enemies, I'll come to you. If I knew you was I'll come to you. Don't you, and I'll put you, you make your move, and I'll be prepared for that, for your detrimental situation. Anyway, I went over there, I'll show you in a second, after I get this in here. As soon as I realized it was the same three men, and I brought a gun with them, I thought I better go over there and confront them immediately. So I picked up my I have a spiritual rod of wrath.
Rod of wrath? Is that the iron?
This is my spiritual rod of wrath. This is what I use. It can go in any form, sideways. When you get back, whoo, and leg, head. Very dangerous.
Yeah. Feel how heavy that is.
It's a spiritual. It's a symbol.
Dude, 15 pounds?
Yeah, more, dude.
Anyway, I went over there and I thought, I'm going to stay right in the middle of their camp. And I'm going to say to them, you want a piece of me? I am here. So I went over to the camp, and I picked up most of the glass, and they smashed more glass there just to send me the message that they're coming for me. But when they were gone in the car, so I stood there for about 20 minutes waiting for them. Nothing. They never come back at that time. But I was standing in their camp, and their tent is there, right on the beach. I'm here to kill me. Yet,
you still can't.
I cannot hurt them. I'll be the one to blame. And I said that. I left their camp after I made that demo. I left their camp, and I started to walk this way, past the helicopters, and I hit the road. When I got to the road, there was three motorbikes just pulling up. And I stopped, I said, have you seen a black, they had a 4x4, I forget what kind now. Have you seen this car? This black pickup? He said, yeah, one just turned over 20 minutes ago going down the hill. It went out of control. The very moment that I said, God, what am I to do? Their car flew out of control. Going down the hill, going down Cockburn Hill, the Cockburn Hill, going down to the, over the, went down that hill, went out of control. Totaled the car, totaled it off, the pickup.
Totaled it, oh.
They were bruised, but they came back at night time and picked up, they come back at night.